All right, so I'm going to go over poppets. Poppets are something that have been used in many, many, many types of magical craft for a very, very long time. They can be found in European magic, Caribbean magic, ATRs, Appalachian folk magic, root work, conjure, hoodoo, you name it, you can find it, including in ancient Egypt. Now, there are very many different variations of what a poppet can be or what it can be made out of. A couple of examples I have. You can make them like this out of clay, just air dry clay, regular clay. You can put a well in them like this to put herbs in or not. You can mix the herbs into the clay if you choose. You can make them from sticks and twine if that's what you have available. It works perfectly fine. You can even put a photo on here and attach it, nail it to it, tie it to it, however you like to attach it. Of course, you can put your tag locks in there anywhere that you want. Another common one is one that is made out of cloth. You can stuff those with a variety of things. Raw cotton could work, Spanish moss, pillow filler, toilet paper, newspaper, leaves, sand, whatever you want to fill it with to give it shape. And you can also use your filler to have a correlation in the poppet. Now, poppets can be used for sympathetic magic, protection magic, cursing, hexing. They can be used in prosperity magic because what a poppet is it's going to be a physical representation of the target of the working. That target can be a positive thing, it can be a negative thing. It's all in what working you're trying to do. Now, it's commonly believed that something like a poppet is going to be used specifically to hurt someone, but that's not true. You can use a poppet to bring somebody love, luck, prosperity, and they're far more commonly used in beneficial workings than they are in negative ones. It's simply because it gives you a physical representation to focus your energy on. It represents the person. And then your ingredients in it can represent your correlation and your intent and add to that energy of that particular working. Now, you can activate them in many ways. You can activate them with oil, you can activate them with water, you can activate them by burning them. In some practices, they're activated by saying blessings over the poppet or the effigy or the doll or the figure, whatever you're referring to it as. Every practice has a different way of blessing things. There is no one way to do things. There's no one way to make things. But basically stated, a poppet is a tool used in magical craft to represent the main focus of the working. You can call it a target, you can call them a client, you can call them the focus. The poppet is the person that you're doing the working on or for. They can be combined with other forms of sympathetic magic, photo magic, oils, herbs, you name it. A popular negative way of using it, and these aren't always negative, is a binding. You can use a poppet to bind someone. You can also use a poppet to curse someone. You can put a poppet into a curse jar or a honey jar. Your imagination is about the limit on what you can do with this particular type of tool. Now, of course, if you're going for a jar, make sure that it's going to fit through the mouth of the jar. This would probably have to be broken to go into a jar. This, however, much easier. And if you're going to burn it, make sure that there's not something in it or on it that's going to put out the flame. Use flammable objects and liquids. Just saying. Happy craft working.